Being intelligent often looks like a huge blessing. People usually assume that life is easier for you, that you solve problems faster, and that you succeed without even trying. But the truth is, intelligence comes with its own silent struggles. Psychology shows that many highly intelligent people struggle with emotional and social challenges that others rarely understand. In this video, I'm going to break down 10 real struggles of being highly intelligent. The first sign, and maybe the most exhausting one, you overthink. The problem isn't that you think, it's that you can't stop. Something simple happens, but your mind starts replaying the scene. What just happened? Why did they say that? What if I had replied differently? For example, a short message, okay, we'll talk later. For most people, that's the end of it. For you, 10 possibilities. Were they upset? Was it sarcasm? Did I say too much? This amount of thinking doesn't make you smarter, it just makes you more tired. The second struggle, conversation hell. You're sitting in a group, but your mind is somewhere else. The topics are shallow, the words are repetitive, the jokes are predictable. Not because you think you're better than anyone. No, it's simply that your mind craves depth. It looks for meaning. And when the space isn't there for that, you either go quiet or you start playing a role. And both are draining. By the end of the night, you get home and think, I'm exhausted. Not from people, but from pretending. The third struggle, love is harder for intelligent people. Being intelligent in a relationship isn't always an advantage. Very often, it becomes an obstacle. You analyze your emotions, you measure the other person's intentions, you live in the future before fully living in the present. Sometimes, before you even fall in love, you're already afraid of the possible outcome, of attachment, of getting hurt. That's why you either enter relationships late or pull away too early, or somewhere in the middle, your mind simply gets tired. Fourth, a built-in lie detector. You quickly sense when someone is playing a role, from a small pause, from an inconsistent sentence, from a smile that comes a little too late. But here's the problem. Knowing the truth doesn't always bring peace, because you can't always say something. Speaking up has a cost, so you either stay silent or you pull yourself back, and that silence slowly turns into distance. Fifth, tolerating unfair arguments. Not out of weakness, but out of understanding. You realize the other person isn't looking for logic. You know the argument won't lead anywhere, so you step back. But from the outside, that step back looks like losing, when in reality, you're just protecting your energy. The sixth struggle, the pressure of, aren't you smart? That cursed sentence. You make a mistake, they say, but you're smart. You're tired, they say, you'll figure it out. As if you're not allowed to be weak, as if you always have to have the answer. And that pressure slowly wears you down from the inside. 7. Being overly sensitive to meaning. For you, work without purpose is exhausting. A shallow relationship feels empty. A life lived just to pass time is not enough. Even if others seem satisfied, you aren't. Because your mind is searching for why, not just how. The eighth struggle, hidden mental burnout. Burnout, not physical burnout, mental burnout. Your body can keep going, but your mind feels heavy. Because even when you're resting, it's still processing. And that exhaustion is invisible. The ninth struggle, pulling away from people. Not out of arrogance, but out of difference. When you can't be yourself, you slowly step back. You become quieter, and loneliness quietly finds its way to you. And the 10th struggle, being understood too late. You share your idea, but it isn't taken seriously. Some time passes, and that same idea is said by someone else, and suddenly it's heard. And you're left thinking to yourself, I knew it. That feeling is one of the heaviest experiences to carry. Final thoughts. If several of these resonated with you, know that you're not alone. Being intelligent doesn't make life easier. It makes it more complex. But if you learn how to live with your mind, not against it, then intelligence can become your strength, not your burden. If you'd like, comment the number that fits your life the most. And if you want, I'll make the next video, how to manage an intelligent mind without burning out.